What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, here goes part two to why I said the Phenom, as I refer to him as, undefeated, newly crowned, unified WBA, IBF, Ring Magazine welterweight world champion, superstar boxer, Jaron Boots Ennis, who is now 34 wins, no loss and no draw, 30 wins by way of knockout, 27 years of age, 5'10" with a 74-inch arm reach, had a B-plus performance this past Saturday against then undefeated WBA welterweight Lithuanian star world champion Ennis Stanionis, who is now 15 wins, 1 loss, no draw, 9 wins by way of knockout, 30 years of age, 5'8" with a 68-inch arm reach. Why did I say that? Because I had so many people come in the comment section and say I switched up on Jaron Boots Ennis. I'm tripping. I'm hating. Boxing fans are and have the lowest IQ of all fans of all sports. I'm going to say it again. Boxing fans have the lowest IQ of all sports fans in all sports across platforms. They just choose to listen to argue. They don't choose to listen to educate themselves. Boxing fans like to listen to argue, right? And debate because they're emotionally tied. First and foremost, nobody can say I'm not a huge Jaron Boots Ennis fan. I done been to Philadelphia with Jaron Ennis and Bozy over 10 times and watched them train in training camps and prepare for fights and spar and so on and so forth. Making a trip. I done took my kids to see Jaron Boots Ennis in training camp, in sparring, and working out, okay? My expectations for Jaron Boots Ennis is extremely high for the talent and the skill set that Jaron Boots Ennis possesses. And Ennis Stanionis, 5'8" with a 68-inch arm reach, flat-footed fighter. He is technically sound, he is crafty, and he is durable and a hard worker and consistent, but he's not athletic and explosive, and he's not bigger than Jaron Ennis. David Avanesian, same thing. Karen Chugajan, same thing. All three of them are 5'8". Roman Villa was the biggest guy that he fought, right? Roman Villa is about 5'9", okay? But again, Roman Villa has a skill set and an athletic background, right, that allows Jaron Boots Ennis to have an advantage. Okay? So, based off of the skill set and talent that Jaron Ennis has, Roman V is 5'10" with a 72-inch arm reach. So, Boots is the same height with a 2-inch arm reach advantage over Roman Villa. Okay? So, my problem is, then you go back to Custio Clayton. 5'9", 69-inch arm reach. He has a 5-inch arm reach advantage. He's taller, he's rangy, he's more athletic. So my issue with his performance, with him getting hit, pulling out, okay? When he's pulling out his offensive onslaught, he's getting hit. He's dropping his hands inside the pocket, he's getting hit. Okay? He's trying to roll punches, he's getting hit. He's pity-patting with his punches, throwing flurries and combinations, but only one punch. He was throwing 5-punch combinations, but only one punch is getting through. He's not being accurate. He's playing to the crowd, okay? He's dancing, he's showboating, showmanship. I understand he wants to be an entertainer. I get it. But when you step up in level of competition, yes, he'll have a physical advantage over Mario Barrios. Mario Barrios is going to be 2 inches taller than Jaron Ennis, right? But he has a 70-inch arm reach. Jaron Ennis still going to have a 4-inch arm reach advantage. He's still a better athlete than Mario Barrios. Faster feet, faster hands. Okay? He's going to have an advantage over Mario Barrios. Brian Norman will be the toughest test because he has an attribute physically with his explosion, his athletic ability, and his power that's going to test Jaron Ennis, and still Boots is going to have an advantage over him. He's still going to be a lot bigger. Brian Norman is 5'8" with a 72-inch arm reach. He's still going to have a 2-inch height advantage and a 2-inch arm reach advantage. He has faster hands and faster feet. But Brian Norman is athletic and explosive with a lot of power. I think he has more power than Jaron Boots Ennis. So his athletic ability, his explosiveness, and his power will level out the playing field. That's what makes it exciting. But he lacks the experience, right? Okay. What I'm saying is for Jaron Ennis to clean up all these deficiencies that are mental. It's not because he can't, it's because he don't. To give you an example, when Jaron Ennis moves up to 154, who's he going to have these advantages over? Is he going to have these advantages over Jermell Charlo? Absolutely not. Jermell Charlo is 6 feet tall with a 74-inch arm reach. Jermell Charlo is a thumper. He's very technically sound. He's defensively responsible. He sits down on his punches. He's athletic. He's explosive. He's very strong. So all the pity-pat punches and being inaccurate and getting hit on the brakes and coming in and getting hit trying to make your way out against Jermell Charlo will be detrimental to your health. I know y'all saying Jaron Ennis got a chin. That ain't Jermell Charlo hitting him. Sebastian Fundora, 6'6" with an 80-inch arm reach. Southpaw. Extremely high work rate. All this playing, doing all this stuff here, Sebastian Fundora going to touch you from a distance with his long jab and his activity. Being inaccurate, playing around. If you do those things, you practice those habits, you will display those habits when it counts in the biggest moments. Yes, he's able to get away with it against Stanionis. He's able to get away with it against Karen Trugajan. He will not. He's able to get hit by these guys. He will not be able to get away with that with Jermell Charlo. Not going to happen. Sebastian Fundora, it's not going to happen. Charles Conwell, that's not going to happen. Virgil Ortiz, he has that's going to be a tough fight because Virgil Ortiz is a big, massive puncher. Not only is Virgil Ortiz a massive puncher, but Virgil Ortiz is his height. Now he has a 4-inch arm reach disadvantage. But Virgil Ortiz is durable, and Virgil Ortiz has a high work rate. I think that Boots will still be able to dominate Virgil Ortiz in the sense of similar to Roman Villa. But Virgil got a lot more power. He's a lot smarter, higher ring IQ. And when Virgil hits you in those situations, you ain't going to be dancing. You're going to be noodle-legged. So what I'm saying is stop displaying these bad habits. Sharpen up. Be more accurate. Be more defensively responsible. Going into those fights. There's an old saying Floyd Mayweather always say, why have to get ready when I can stay ready? Why get prepared? Why get sharp and defensively responsible when you go into those fights when you can practice now in these fights and it be second nature in those fights? That's what I'm saying. For all the smart people, the not so smart people in the back talking about you hating on Boots, you tripping, you switched up. Make it make sense. That's what I'm saying. If that's Terrence Crawford hitting him with those counter punches, do you think these fights play out that way? No. Terrence Crawford can match him in arm reach. athletic ability, explosiveness, ring IQ, hand speed, counterpuncher. He's a better counterpuncher than Jaron Ennis. He's sharper than Jaron Ennis. He has more power than Jaron Ennis. That's what I'm saying. Don't try to sharpen up in those fights. Sharpen up in these fights so it can be second nature in those fights. That's what I'm talking about. And that's all I got for y'all. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all in one word. I'm gone. Peace.